passed. So we will take it up to the Constitutional Court. So this is where we like reappearing our case with the Slums Act now. So this is the reason why we at the Constitutional Court. The Slums Act actually, it affects the poor people, especially those that's living in shacks, because they say with the Slums Act they can damage your shack without a fight, you know. It takes that right away from you to fight for your shack. And so they give you a transit camp, which a transit camp is not to our liking, because a transit camp, it's just one camp and it accommodates your whole family. Now how can you live in a camp where you know, with your family, with your children, and it's not safe as well? Heavy winds and heavy rainstorms and things like that come. And now they don't have the PI Act to assist them if the Slums Act is passed. We want to do away with the Slums Act. We don't want them to pass the Slums Act. That's what we want. We don't want them to pass the Slums Act. That's what we are fighting for. The saddest part was like we couldn't accommodate more people because of like the finances. We needed more finances. It costed like I think 12,000 rand for the buses. So it was like very costly because they also have to see for the food and stuff like that for the people. The crew that we had was absolutely exciting. They all were excited to show themselves here at the court, to protest and say like they are interested people of such. This is the reason why these people are like excited. So we're actually trying to mobilize with the youths in the community, which is to like actually emphasize about what's happening and their rights. We want to actually influence them about their rights, the constitutional rights, and we want them to learn from now what is right and what is wrong for them to do. The youths are the future leaders. The elderly people are here also to prove to the struggle that, you know, they as the senior citizens, they are like concerned about what's going on, you know. At their ages, look at them, how they're living in those kind of communities, like, you know, in those shacks and things like that. That's the reason why, like, they are here to prove, you know, that this is the place and this is how they are living. That's the reason for them to be here as well. When we at the Durban High Court, it was pathetic. I was like so surprised with the judge, who was absolutely disrespectful for the poor. He had no consideration over the poor. He was like, the way he spoke about, to our lawyers, and the way our lawyers have presented the issues, how it's affecting the poor people. He never felt it that way. He had like no pain or no feelings over the poor people. We actually said to the judge, he should at least take time off and come to our shacks, live for one day or for a couple of hours and see what it feels like, feel what we feel. That's how we have actually presented it to him. And then you would know why we are objecting to the Slums Act. And we had no answer from him.
We came with our numbers, yeah, and we know we are united. Our spirit is united whatsoever we are doing, even in the past, we are so united. And we are going back to our settlement, then where we are going to gain more support. Once we can win this, we are going to tell them, and we are going to know that we achieve what we know that is our right. Just because once the government can eradicate or either demolish our houses, it means we are going to lose those houses. Also, we are going to lose our jobs, just because it's where we are working on a walkable distance. Only the government must do what is known as breaking of the new grounds.
Comrades, 60 comrades are invited inside. 60 comrades.
Sasingenile kuyabheda.
allows an owner or detail coming to section 5. In other words, no one may be approached, may be
You can enlighten us.
That they haven't been published.
Must be compliant with other.
The question of priorities
Was the social problem.
What was stated at paragraph 102
provides a defense.
Constitution have been infringed.
And the tension we appreciate for the court eliminates slums. What do we need?
But it's also in the rest of the country.
People's Movement, the Western Cape Anti-Eviction Campaign, Amandla! Comrades, it's been a long day, it's been a long journey, it's been a long road, it's been a hard one. A road from shack to the Constitutional Court. Abahlali all over the country and Africa are expecting your efforts to change the world, to put people's dignity at the central point of our struggle, so that sithi indoda emuva ini ithi phambili.